Let's go.
We're going, but you can't talk right now. They're still doing the intro.
I can still talk.
Look, your
Don't
microphone's too far away, and you're talking.
Don't tell me what to do.
We're doing the intro's still playing. You can't talk till we're ready to go.
Shut up.
I'm trying to get you to get your. You know what? I'm just
talking.
I'm starting the show. I don't care. I don't care anymore. I'm starting the show.
You know what? Stop talking.
I can talk now. We're starting the goddamn show.
Oh my gosh.
You know what? You can't just, when I say mics are hot, that you can't just start talking. I didn't say mics are hot and we switch screens. I said mics are hot.
Mics are hot.
My God.
Copy.
I don't want to be made. Divorce. I don't know if it's coming through. It looks like it does. Streamlabs is moving side to side.
Oh my God.
It looks like the podcast moving up and down. Dum, 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 dum.
I need a drink.
Now, excuse me. We're on the Big Daddy cam.
Squeeze me.
Handsomeness is turned up to 6.5. We're on the Big Daddy cam. I'm trying to have a moment with my friends here, and you're fucking it all up. You're fucking it up. Don't say peep when I'm doing business, man. Don't say peep.
Oh, my gosh.
Her life was in your hands. I know you guys don't get that. I get that. It's a weird thing. All right. Welcome to the Bottom Glass Nation Show. We are Generation X, which means we are Gen X Talks, which means that we approach everything with a little attitude of common sense. And there's some cool stuff tonight. We got a good show planned for you tonight. We're going to mix it up and bounce around, do some things up and down, back and forward, yin and yang, up and down, back and forward, yin and yang. Keep doing it. Say it backwards. Everything will flush out in the end. You just got to wait. Your turn's coming. No. I wouldn't forget you. I love you. You're my favorite person in the whole wide world. And you know it. All right, so I got through that with a straight face. You got to give that one to me. Now, before we do anything, we have to start with a drink. We have to start. Whoa, the fucking hair on that thing. Holy psycho shit. This would put an eye out. It was on the bottom of that glass, on the inside or the outside? I was on the outside.
Probably yours.
Good Lord.
Probably yours.
It could have been, but I mean, it was like that beard hair was sporting some wood. It was a stiffy.
I'm sure it was you.
Could you not talk? I'm trying to conduct some business. Welcome to the Bottom Glass Show, broadcasting 200 feet below occupied California. Where are we? Oh, yeah, KGXT Studios.
Going to hell in a handbasket.
Well, you know what? You've got me so clusterfucked here this morning. Anyway.
And it's not morning, but okay.
Look, I'm about ready to shut the whole stream off and start over. You've got me Twitter-pitted. Discombobulated. Bamboozled.
You're welcome.
I'm fucked. I don't like it.
Yeah, whatever.
It's not easy to make a trained broadcast professional step on his dick. But she's done it several times tonight. Now,
it's not a far walk offshore.
See, you're fucked up too. It's something in the studio tonight, something in the air. All right, we got to raise the glass and drink. You guys have probably raised your glass every time I do, you do. I do, you do. I haven't drank yet. You're probably on your third shot. God damn it, General. Just fucking, when you raise it, pour it, shake it, go. We got to do this the right way, though. We got to save, got to kick the peg. There is the $1.2 million view from the Sun Valley Fox in Minden, Nevada. He's got his bottom of the glass nation shot glass. Do you have yours? Are you drinking out of a BOTGN glass? You're not? Well, you're not part of the club. Good moderators are putting that up for you so you can buy one if you want one. But we're going to raise this glass now. He's got a $1.2 million view. Look at the mountains around South Lake Tahoe. Let's drink up and kick this pig.
Welcome, everybody, tonight to the Bottom of the Glass Nation. We have 2 birthdays we are celebrating tonight on YouTube on the Bottom of the Glass Nation.
We do.
It is Chef John and Beautiful Disaster's birthday today.
Beautiful Disaster and Chef John. Let's see. Who would I pick? Well, Beautiful Disaster. Any day of the week and twice on Sundays. Well, Chef John is just Chef John.
Chef John?
Chef John. It's just Chef John.
But he is not here tonight.
What?
Because he said he was going out to dinner or something.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's the one night a year he doesn't have to make dinner, so he's good.
I wonder, as a chef, what do you choose? Like, how do you choose, like, where you're going to go?
And even if you do choose, how do you like it? When it comes, you like, the first thing when critical? Chef John gets a meal, like, oh, I can tell by looking at this. I mean, does he go Gordon Ramsay on the people?
Get me back in that kitchen. I'll make it myself.
Does he say, look at this. Come over here. Look at this right here. Do you see this? This is still mooing. I said, well done. Does this look well done to you?
Is he Australian?
Huh?
That
was that what I was I doing Australian?
You went.
I did?
That's what it sounded like.
Well, yeah, Australian and English are the same thing. Australian is just the English colony of criminals.
All right, Chef John's wife's checking in and said, we chose Mexican tonight. How can you go wrong with Mexican food?
Yeah, you can't fuck up Mexican.
Once you have a couple margaritas, it all tastes good. Right? Isn't that how that works?
A couple margaritas, you don't even know you're in a Mexican restaurant anymore. Who cares? Yeah, that's Chef John. She probably said, sweetie, you've worked so hard all these years. I'm going to take you to dinner. Let's have Mexican. And they made a run for the border. They're sitting in a Taco Bell right now, waiting for their number to be called. That's some good stuff.
Wow, you are really starting off the evening beautiful. Where's the goddamn tip jar? Star Roberts wants to know.
You know what? I tried so hard to get everything squared away. There's always some asshole fucking me up.
Oh my God.
All right, the tip jar. Does that mean you guys are going to tip tonight, or you just want to see shit falling around there? Because everything blue that goes in there is from Facebook, and there's nothing falling in there.
Well,
yeah.
Sean MacArthur over on Facebook. Here's 200 stars for the happy couple reporting in with a drink in hand.
You know what?
He is prepared.
Hold on. Don't go anywhere. Facebook, people on Facebook, Sean MacArthur.
Way to go.
Sean has been dedicating 200 stars.
Forever.
Forever. Yeah. How far back does it go?
I don't know. It's
Every
been,
now
it's a
and
while.
then. I have to single him out and say, buddy, because he knows
you
that
need a drink with him.
He knows from time to time I go by his Facebook page. I read some stuff. I like some stuff. He knows that. I don't just ignore it. I do. I go by. Sean, this one's for you, buddy. Thanks for always being there for us. Appreciate you over on Facebook. Appreciate you a ton.
Nice. Sean MacArthur is also saying happy birthday to Chef John and Beautiful Disaster over there on Facebook. We are, what platforms are we on tonight? Why don't you say
look
hello?
At the $2 whore going in. $2 whore. Does anyone have you guys? Do. I wonder if Sweets is here tonight. What platforms? We are on
It's a quiz.
Facebook Personal, Facebook Blue, YouTube, TikTok, X, Twitch, and Rumble.
Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're welcome, America.
The Holy
and
Grail.
Denmark. All right, so can I get out of the show now? Do you got something else to say?
Oh, man.
No, wait, let me rephrase it. I do not want you just to say whatever's on your mind. I meant, is there anything between the sheets? For those of you that don't know, to my left, your right, is my beautiful wife, and she's between the sheets, which is right where you want your wife. But what that means is there are moderators on every platform, on Rumble, on TikTok, on X. Everyone's paying attention to what you're saying. If you have something clever, witty, or you have a question, they copy and paste it and put it in Google Sheets. Everything goes there. My wife is in the sheets waiting. She reads them to me, and we continue on. Does that make sense? Good. Glad you're coming along with me on that.
All right. Spot and Stock You gave $1.99 on YouTube for the hoe.
For the hoe. Anybody who donates $2 on YouTube, a person, one of you guys, a fan, a viewer, a follower, your face falls in the jar. Then you guess who it is, and there's usually prizes, but not tonight because I'm a selfish asshole.
Can I offer you a question from TikTok?
I would love to hear this.
All right. 80 Georgia Blue.
80 Georgia Blue from TikTok. Yeah.
How does a Gen X feel about all our tax dollars going to waste?
Yeah, I want
and we
fucking
know
back.
nothing will kind of come of it.
I want my fucking money back. I want it all back, you fuckers. You miserable pieces of shit. I want all the fucking money back you spent everywhere. It's bullshit. Just think of the neighborhood you live in. Think of the neighborhood and the town you live in. What $50 million, that's a drop in the bucket. $50 million could have done to improve your neighborhood. Paint everyone's houses, give everyone new clothes, buy some people some cars, fix all the gutters and sidewalks and trim all the trees. And you could do all that stuff in your neighborhood with just a drop in the bucket of what those assholes sent abroad and circled all that. I mean, you know they got kickbacks. You know that money went to company to company to company to company to company. And then someone said, I'd like to donate some of this money back to your campaign. Yeah, no shit. We know how it goes. We're not stupid. Yeah, I'm with you on that. If that's where you were, that's where I'm at. I want my fucking money back. All right. Anything else before I continue?
Oh, there's some, but do you want me to continue?
How about we let me start the show? Can we do that?
Absolutely.
Can we start the program? All right. The Bottom of the Glass Nation.
You can do whatever you want.
Please write that down and sign it. I'm going to frame that. It's my show and I can do what I want because you know that's not true. You fucking run this thing you side-eye me. You run it from the side. But it sounded good, didn't it? She did that for show. Honey, it's your show. You can do whatever you want.
You fell for it.
Okay. Bullshit. That's what I got to say. Well, I kind of did. All right. So don't forget that the Gen X Talks podcast dropped. There'll be another one in a couple of days. Comes out on Fridays. Broadcast on kgxtradio.com on Thursdays at 10 a.m. But you can go find that. Moderators will put up the link. There's a link tree for all the podcast stuff. You guys can go find it. That's 1 hour where my wife kicks the shit out of me for a full hour. You don't want to miss that. Yeah, what?
Well, Somebody already picked the $2 hoe.
What? Who did
Bob
it?
Bob McKinley.
Bob McKinley got it? Whoa.
On YouTube. Schmicky.
Smicky is the $2
Go
hoe.
smoke a toad, whichever you know her as.
Go smoke his toad or Smicky. That's right. He got that. Bob McKinley got that? Through his oxygen mask and his Coke bottle glasses, and he's sitting there with his dogs and cats, and he's smoking. He got it. The smoke in his room. He probably doesn't even know where the TV is, and he still got it.
Wow.
God damn, Bob.
All
well
right.
done.
Okay.
Well done. All right. So where were we?
It's all you now, baby. It's all you.
So we finished. Just so you know,
We finished?
we finished the YouTube challenge. Another one of our polls came to an end.
Holy
Thousands and
Santa Claus.
thousands and thousands of votes tabulated, and then finals, semifinals, and finals, and we finally came up what all of you thought were the top 4 chocolate candies. I would say chocolate candy bars, but there was things like Hershey's Kisses were in the running, so you couldn't really say candy bar. But chocolate candy bars is basically it. Do you know what number 1 was?
I'm looking at it. I approve these.
Well, then I guess you do. No, come on.
I'm okay with that.
There's one substitution that's mandatory in there.
What?
You got to get rid of number 3, the peanut M&Ms.
I love
and
peanut
you have
M&Ms.
to insert the whatchamacallit bar. Then
I
the
love
list
peanut.
would have been acceptable.
I love peanut M&Ms.
I'm okay with Reese's and Snickers being 1 and 2.
I like peanut M&Ms more than regular M&Ms.
Well, so did everybody else. That's why it came in 3.
No shit.
But this was thousands and thousands. These were rounds of 5,000 to 7,000 votes around, and we did probably 17 or 18 rounds to come to this. But I was heartbroken when whatchamacallit got knocked off.
I'm really sorry.
I was like,
I don't like a whatchamacallit.
I just wanted to end my life. I didn't, thankfully.
We might have to get divorced because you like whatchamacallits.
I will
They're
divorce
not
you.
that great.
What the fuck are you talking about? It's like, now think about
No.
this. You like Reese's?
So?
It's a Reese's bar with Rice Krispie treat in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's what's wrong with it.
That's what makes it right. Can't go wrong stuffing Rice Krispie into anything. Anyway, so that's how it came out. The next poll is up. We're doing 80s movies. Everybody's a nomination.
Oh my
people can
gosh.
put up link.
80s movies.
80s movies. There was a caveat. The movie had to be between January 1st, 1980 and December 31st, 1989. However, we did give some latitude. If a movie came out November, December of 79 and became a big hit in 80, yeah, we'd go with that too.
Wow, you even made like whatever.
I want to make sure it was fair. So It's a nomination process. Good moderators can put up the community link on YouTube. You can go there. It's for free. You don't got to register anything. You just cast your nomination. We'll go from there. Also, if you didn't get notified, all of you all the way around the planet, if you didn't know that we were going live, if Facebook didn't tell you, if TikTok didn't tell you, if X didn't tell you, join Patreon. It's $1. Plus, you get 4 years of behind-the-scenes stuff, not fit for human consumption. No. But it's up there for $1. You get to see the whole thing. You got $1 in your cushions of your couch. Just do it. Shut up. This came out, and I had to stop and pause.
After they take the pennies away, we're not.
You're not going to have $1 in your couch anymore if the pennies are gone? I'm pretty sure this is a food item.
You don't know?
Well, I'm pretty sure it is because I recognize the character. But I had to take a double take, and I want one anyway.
You want
myself
what?
another drink.
A food item or the person?
No, I don't want the person.
Oh, okay.
But it's called a wiener wrap.
Excuse me?
It says it's a wiener wrap. Now, it's a Pillsbury Doughboy, so I'm pretty sure that this is a food item. But even if it's not, I want one. If it's a food item, wrap my wiener in it with some mustard. If it's not a food item, wrap my wiener in it. I'm just saying, I'm open to the experience.
Is that a new form of a condom?
I don't know, but it says who would label something a wiener wrap?
Pillsbury.
That's like saying, here's your dick on a stick. Here's your dick blanket. Here's your dick blanket. That's what it sounds like.
Oh.
Here's your dick blanket. All right. Okay. So that is food, right?
Okay.
You're the kitchen chick here. I don't know.
I've never seen that in my life. Somebody probably made it up.
No. Okay. So it's made up. St. Donna would know. St. Donna would know if that's a thing.
That looks like an old rapper, if anything.
That's why I'm saying, because she's married to Sun Valley Fox. He probably demanded that stuff way back before there was cans. He was probably getting those.
Because saying wiener wasn't a bad word back in the day.
No, yeah, back in the 1800s.
Now we're censored. You can't say wiener.
Well, Trump won. We can say whatever the fuck we want. Trump's in office again. All right. So...
Did he do an executive order like that?
He did. You can say wiener again.
We can say whatever we want?
We can. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Hold on. Sun Valley Fox is checking in.
Sun Valley Fox checking in.
Hi, sis. Is now a bad time to ask for the Sun Valley Fox Union to shout out super handsome SVF to start the show? Sorry, General.
Any of you says that the Sun Valley Fox is handsome, I'm going to ban you from the channel for a fucking year.
You are not.
I dare you. You said it was my show. I could do what I want.
But you won't.
You goddamn can.
You won't.
You goddamn will.
You won't.
All right, where was I? I had stuff to say, baby. All right, so here we go. Where do I start with all this crap? There's so much shit in here.
Oh, here comes the Sun Valley Foxes. Hey, brother, check it out. Watch the chat.
I'm not, what?
I'm talking to my brother right now. Not you.
Oh, I can't even go through you motherfuckers. John Morgan. Sun Valley Fox is the triple goat, says Trippy Pineapple. Insurmountable Cali Cat calling him handsome. Spot's calling him handsome. Chef John's wife. Oh, handsome general. Thank you. Thank you. Looks like it's about a split down the middle, leaning a little bit more in my favor. That's good. It's always expected.
Oh, whatever.
Thank you very much for doing. That's loyalty for you. That's some goddamn loyalty from the people in this program. Thank you. And you know who you are. The rest of you, I cast you aside. All right, where was I? Someone want to talk about that first? Talk about this first. Okay. So let me go here. This is something that ran across. It's real short. Not going to make a big deal about this. There's some weird flags out there. Yeah, and I wasn't doing the Sheldon Cooper thing. I swear to Christ Almighty, but this was from the Burnin Empire.
What?
This was I don't know. Look, man, I didn't say I did history on how they fit in between Persia and the Ottoman Empire.
Is this real flag?
These are real flags. Now, I think these countries are either gone or they've been absorbed, but this was called the Burnin Empire flag. What a way to say get the fuck. When you walk up to a country, you get on your horse and wagon, you pull up and you're like, don't want to fucking stay here. You turn and go the other way. It just clearly we're going to cut your head off. That was what they chose to put on their flag. They could have put anything up there.
Okay.
That's one. This one was kind of weird. During the Russian Revolution, there was a Russian Revolution, and this little area says, "Look, now's our chance to become our own country." So they were the North Caucasian Empire.
Obviously, that's not around anymore.
And they made it in the face of a smiley face. That's very pleasant. That's like, please leave us alone. We're happy people here.
These cannot be real.
This is what it was. It was for like 6 months. And then I guess Russia straightened their shit out, and the Tsar came in and said, fuck you, you're part of Russia. By the way, nice flag. Now, this one, I'm going to look in the chat. Everybody knows the current name of this flag. I'm looking for an old school Gen X style deal. What's the matter?
My drink.
You left your drink. Well, lucky for you, I'm a hero. Come on.
That is not strong enough.
No, it's not, but that's all I'm sharing. I'm not sharing the rest. All right, so anyway, I want the old school name for this one. Everybody knows a new one. If you know the new one, you can put it in there. But I'm looking for the old school. Back in the Swiss Family Robinson day. What is this flag called? Does anybody know? Come on now. If you give me the new one, it's okay. I understand what modern terminology, everybody says this. I got it. I won't drag you down. There we go. No wool. Got it right. No. Ed K got it right. Whiskey Wisdom. No. See, Insurmountable Cali Cat said crossbones. No. Trippy just says, why is the rum gone? There we go. Matthew Cole, John Morgan, Scott Royston, John Jensen, Bob McKinley. There's some names. Now see, Dralthy said skull and bones. No. Kim Campbell, skull and crossbones. No. It was the Jolly Roger back in the day. So everyone who's answering Jolly Roger, that's the thing. So I want you guys to be familiar with that. Just a little walk down memory lane there. Now, this next one is a current flag of a people. This is the last one. I saved the best for last. a current flag of a people. I think it was part of a nation, but the nation got conquered, but they kept their flag. You ready? Any idea what this one is? And you could tell why I stopped. Whoa. You gotta do a little homework. I want to go visit this place. I want to go visit it. I don't even know where it is. This one was the Sicilian flag, but then there's people who say, no. It is the Isle of Man's Isle of Man's flag. Isle of Man flag. I don't care. I'll go to both places. But if that's the kind of cool shit you got going on.
Raven said Sicily.
See? That you got to put that shit on your flag. That's got to be such a powerful thing in your country. I've never been with the three-legged woman. I got to be honest with you. I got to tell you, I can't say that much for you.
Maybe Pornhub has that section category.
Category three-legged woman?
You never know.
Well, you've been with a three-legged man.
I have.
Well, it's not technically a leg, but it's big enough to where you would mistake it. And
how'd you know I was with that guy?
I was talking about me. This is why you never bring your wife to one of these things ever. Okay.
You wanted me to come on tonight.
Oh, all right. So, yeah, this is that in the news. Got a couple things in the news. One of them was this. Everybody knows that Trump was suing CBS because CBS heavily edited the Kamala. We have already seen it. It was just a travesty. It just was amazing. The lengths they went to try to make her look good, make Trump look bad, just was unbelievable. And everybody knows. We already know they did it. It's not like, oh, you got to discuss it. No, we don't really. But here's the take that I was thinking of. What if Trump wins the lawsuit? What if he loses? It doesn't matter, lose the lawsuit. But what if he turns it over to one of his buddies, newly appointed, in the FCC? What if they can stick an FCC violation on CBS and threaten to take their license away or demote their license? Now, even if it didn't work, even if it didn't stick, you don't think that CBS and ABC and everybody else would straighten up their fucking game?
That would definitely send a message.
Well, yeah, because it all of a sudden, it'd be like, holy shit, he could do this. He could, if we allow our hosts on shows to say this shit, he could come after us with the FCC. Not only, for slander, things like that, but he could come out and shut us down. You could lose your entire network for a day, a week, a month. I don't know. I'm just telling you, I think the lawsuit is just the tip of the iceberg. I think if he goes with the FCC route on this, it's going to rattle the cages. Like The View, fucking gone. I think they'd walk up and say, here's your coat, here's your hat, there's the door. What's your hurry? I think you can't do that. You can't risk it anymore. You can't do shady shit. I'm just saying, I know Don listens to the program in his leisure time. He's got Diet Coke, takes a break from all his political stuff. He tunes in to the Bottom of Glass Nation. Don's got his feet up right now, socks, no shoes. Melania's walking around, pouring his drink for him, looking hot as ever. And he's going, you know what? I might do that. Well, good call, General. You think Don's right now, he's boop, 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 boop to the FCC and going, hey, can we do something here? And you're welcome, America. And Denmark. All right. Just a thought. Just letting you guys know. It's what I think. There's another one in the news, too. This one was good. Another Chinese spy balloon over the U.S. was reported packed with American technology when they blew it open and shot it down. American technology, but we're still wondering if TikTok spies on us. Weird. All right, moving on. Speaking of TikTok, everyone's still staring at each other. Let me explain what that means. Here's what I don't understand. It is very clear. Joe Rogan blew this open a couple years ago. He actually read the fine print of the contract that everybody checks when they open up the app for TikTok. And it says TikTok, the app will record every keystroke you do. Every picture, every email, every keystroke, we have access to it. And everybody clicks yes. And of course, then it became a year and a half or two of stealing government information because some of you assholes work for the government. On your government phone, you have TikTok, you fuck-ups. You anti-American, unpatriotic fucktards. You did it anyway, even after you're told not to. So everybody passes a law, says, okay, no more fucking TikTok. And all it was no more TikTok unless you sell to an American company. Something we can regulate, something we can put in some place and go, okay, no more spying. That's all it is. And I have friends on TikTok. This is my livelihood. What's the American government doing? This is my livelihood. Why don't you guys all complain to ByteDance, who owns TikTok? Complain to China, spying on us. No, instead of telling the Chinese to quit spying, you're telling Americans, I don't care. I don't care if they're spying. I just need my TikTok. And that's the truth. That's what it comes down to. Everybody that wants TikTok and they're holding up signs and they're chanting and they're screaming and they're protesting, the signs should say, I know the Chinese are spying on the government. I don't care. I want my TikTok. Because none of them are saying, you know what? Let's get rid of the spying and bring it back. All they want is it back at any cost. They don't care. Well, you get a lot of algorithm, and ByteDance says, no fucking way are we giving that to you. And every company has said, well, if you're not giving us that part of it, the algorithms and all the shit, then we don't fucking want it. So the clock is ticking. I think April 1st is the next deadline, and everybody's just staring at each other, okay? Unless something happened last like a couple hours, that's where we're at. So you guys keep texting me and you keep emailing me what's going on with TikTok. You know as much as I do, but I did the homework, and then still the same side. That's where we're at. All right. Want to touch on something with the store? Think it'll be good. The Gen X Talk store, the new store is coming, and we're not opening it up until it's full of really cool shit, but it'll be there. Here's one. They have it. You can do patches. We've never been able to do patches before. Like you can put them on your backpack, you can put them on your jacket, you can sew them to something. But we can, and these are embroidered. These aren't like, painted on. These aren't like inkjet. No. These are embroidered. These are pretty cool. So you got to get some of those. Won't that be something for your brother, the Sun Valley Fox, to watch his wife walk out the door one day to go to the grocery store, and on the back pocket of her jean is sewn on there a Proud Harem Girl patch on her butt cheek. That'll really chap his hide if it happens. Here's another one's out there. This is another one we got. This is a magnet. They got magnets, Gen X. We don't care. So there's some good stuff out there. This one is my favorite one so far. A couple of you have ordered this. I know you can't read it. Let me read it to you. Imagine a cup of coffee, got some words on it. People always come up, what's your cup of coffee say? What's your coffee say? And no, we're not getting a Starbucks with your name spelled wrong. No, this says, my first cup of coffee has 2 scoops of shut the fuck up and a pinch of go away. Generation X. Did you hear me on that? 2 scoops of shut the fuck up and a pinch of go away. That's what's written on the side of that, because we can do whatever we want. That'll be up for sale too. And they're cheap. They're not expensive. Now, this last one, I actually have a question on this. And you and I have been arguing on this for years. When the problem started, Glass Nation, they call it a rocks glass. It says BOTGN, bottom of Glass Nation. For years, I thought this was a lowball glass. Your evil, wicked witch sister, about 20-some years ago, started calling it a highball glass. So then I called it a highball glass. Then I was corrected it's a lowball glass. So I don't know what it is. I was actually going to call your brother and go, okay, what do we call this thing? Because I had to put this in the store. Is it a highball glass? Is it a lowball glass? I got to ask you, because highball's a drink. But see, old fashions come as, why couldn't it be called an old fashioned glass? I submit this to you, the jury. I don't know what to call this. If you guys know, write it down. A moderator will put it in the sheets. It'll get over to my wife, who's waiting between the sheets where you want her. And I don't know what this is called, but just so you know. Yeah.
John Morgan for $2 says, need a t-shirt. KGXT Talk Hard.
Oh, do you know what that's from? Talk Hard. Wow. That's an incredible 80s pull. That was a movie with Christian Slater called Pump Up the Volume that was filmed at Canyon High.
That's right.
Out in Canyon Country. So, wow. Nice pull on that. Anyway, so if you
are you going to make it?
Oh, yeah. Just write me and I'll make that for sure. Absolutely. Talk hard. It'd be fucking awesome. Anyway, so that was the deal there. Now, before we go too further.
They're calling it a rock glass.
That's what.
Lowball glass.
No highball, right? Your sister is the only one who screwed me up on that.
Highball glass. My mom used to have highballs, but they were in a tall glass.
But your sister used to say, do you want a double shot of whiskey on the rocks? And I said, yeah. She goes, you want it in a highball glass. And then she had me one of those.
That's wrong. She's wrong.
Well, she changed that in my brain for years.
She's wrong.
All right.
My brother would attest to that. We grew up with a bar in our house.
I know that. That's why I didn't.
Oh, Sun Valley Fox is chiming in.
Yeah, what's he got?
Tell the general it's a glass.
The words of wisdom from the Sun Valley Fox. Well, he's particular about it being, because he was around when they invented glass. So, things caught on fire near the beach one time, compressed the sand, turned into a piece of glass. He was there back in 1670.
He used to turn in his glass bottles for money.
When glass was invented. All right, so there was something I wanted to bring up. I got to find it real quick here. This was a thing here. Doom.
Your thing.
Okay. Now, you're on screen with me. We're split screen. If you can break away from your duties for a second, I have a question.
Okay.
There was a big topic came across my Google feed about what's the hardest part about being a guy. And it was also, then another one, what's the hardest part about being a girl? And there's so many different opinions, so many different things. So they narrowed it down for a guy to one, and I totally agree with it. We'll get to that in a minute. But for the girl part, what's the hardest part about being a girl in life?
So you're going to tell me?
I'm going to tell you what their answers were.
Who's they?
The proverbial internet.
Yeah, okay.
The entire internet sums it up for you.
Like the internet is correct all the time.
Well, you're going to let us know. Perhaps they're not. Toughest part about being a girl that most women said, being followed, harassed, and sexually assaulted, or, being
whistled or catcalled
or groped, maybe slap on the ass or whatever it is. That the sexual aspect, that's the hardest part about being a girl, is being
That's the number one thing about being a girl?
That's hard. That was tough to deal with, and they said they can't deal with that. It's really difficult. That was at their top. I got like the top 3.
Okay.
Is that one?
No, not for me. Maybe it's okay.
Number 2, in no particular order, was women said always, and this is their writing. I'm not being sexist here. I'm just reading.
That's fine.
Always being judged by your looks from the time you're 11 till you're 25. They said you can do all the other woman stuff. You can cook, you can clean, you can turn a house into a home, sex, but looks always stop you from getting that chance with a guy because of how you can have the whole package as a woman. But if you don't have that appeal right off the bat, you don't get a chance to show that you're a complete woman with everything because everyone judges you on your looks. Is that true?
I could see where they're coming from with that age range. Because that's like the first thing we see when we're in those age ranges. That's what we're looking for.
Right.
But then as we get older, that changes. So I could see that.
And the third thing, and this is probably a little bit more on the maturing end of the scale for a woman, they said the number one most difficult thing for a woman to ever contend with in life is finding the right guy and keeping him. Finding the right guy, getting him to marry you, and keeping him. There was so many women said, I can't do it, tried, can't get there from here, impossible, can't find him, can't get him, can't keep him, can't do it. And it was all about the marriage factor there. Do you think that's a problem?
No.
Well, just because you made it look easy.
No.
So out of all those, you go back to being followed and pushed and harassed in the grab ass, or judged by your looks, or finding keeping a man. Which one would you say?
None. I have one that's totally different. Riding the dragon, the hormones and all that other stuff. That is the hardest thing of being a woman, and you guys have no idea.
Is your period?
No, I'm not just saying that. I'm talking about the whole
scope,
shebangy.
All the way to menopause and everything.
Oh, yeah. I've been there, done it, rode the dragon since I was a little girl. Yes.
Yeah, I've had years of practice. You've had years of practice.
I've had years of practice,
right.
But it is difficult. That's it.
Do you want to know what they wrote down for a guy? Toughest part about being a guy? You ready for this? Now pay attention. This is what they summarize with all these men.
This better be good.
Well, he wrote.
Are you going to say if you agree or not? Because you may.
Can we get to that point? Let's do this first. This guy wrote, and this is where everyone summarized and agrees, so I'll read his words. Watching my father daily has made me realize that the hardest thing about being a man is the fact that nobody really cares about you because they think you ought to be man enough to handle every job that life throws at you. You're allowed to show zero emotions, no weakness, and you're only relevant and seen as man enough when you shoulder everything, even if it kills you, and you're supposed to do it in silence.
Wow, that was a long explanation.
Yeah, but I get it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And the whole thing was that, and maybe this goes back to a generation before ours, but the hardest thing about being a man is no one really wants you to be a man. You don't need to be a man. Just shut up, go to work, earn the money, make sure the kids behave, sit there and watch MASH as you fall asleep. Until something goes wrong, fix the car, fix the plumbing, discipline the kids. There's been a financial mistake, go solve it. The neighbors are doing something with our kids, go to their house and knock on the door. Then when you have to do any of those things, you're expected to just go fucking do it and handle it. Like, you shouldn't have a problem doing this. You're a man. You should already know what to do. Do you know how many people know how to do all those things? There may be a guy who's good at fixing plumbing, but he has no idea how to knock on someone's door and get them to stop being an asshole. There may be someone who knows how to knock on a door, but they're terrible with money and fuck everything up.
Everybody's got their traits.
But as a man, you're expected to be this mythical creature.
Or figure it out.
And do it in silence. Get it done, shoulder it, make it work out, and then go back and sit down, and you can finish watching the end of MASH. That's what this guy wrote, and thousands of people agreed. It goes, yes, that's pretty much word for word how it is.
I can see that. I'm not disproving that, but yeah.
There's a big part of me that relates to that. I get where the guy's coming from on that, just so you know. So that was the summary. I thought I'd ask you about that. We don't do this too often here, but I wanted to bring that up as part of a segment. What is the hardest part about being a woman and the hardest part about being a man? There's tons of stuff that's hard about being a guy. And there's tons of stuff about being a woman. I get it. But I'm telling you that whoever wrote this, and to all the people that chimed in, I'm going to stand with them on that one. That's a pretty tough responsibility, fitting that image of what they want a guy to be.
Understood.
Just so you know. That's all I'm saying. All right. Dum 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 dum. So dum 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 dum. There are some weird laws and stuff that I found in California that were stupid. But I want to. I'm the dumbest criminal thing.
Now?
No, but you're gonna be. Calm your tits, woman. Calm your tits. You know what? I'm gonna leave you up there a little. Thank you for chiming in, wonderful wife. And when I say calm your tits, I'm saying that in the nice possible way I can. Thank you for having them, and thank you for making them calm.
All right. Star Roberts gifted 5 memberships on YouTube. Scott Royston, $2 for the $2 hoe. The Blind Ani, $1.99. Blind Love to Gen X Dad and Mom from Alabama's. Top Knots Rules, 29 months. A78 Fixer is 33 months. Yesterday's World Show rocked, he said.
Thank you for that.
Graham Gordon, $6.99 on the road listening tonight. Passed my provincial insurance exams today, so I am now licensed. Congratulations.
Alex, I'll take what is provisional for 100?
Provisional. I couldn't say it. Provincial.
It's provisional.
All right. Johnny O, does your wife like mustard?
Does my wife like mustard? You know, I better not get this wrong.
I'm not saying.
Hold on. She does not care for mustard. She'll have mustard. She wouldn't throw a hot dog out like, nope, sorry, it's got mustard on it, but she doesn't care for mustard.
I love mustard.
She loves mustard on almost everything. In fact, if you give her a hot dog and there's no mustard on it, she might throw it out. So yeah, I know
what you're smoking,
my wife inside.
Do you have any Grey Poupon?
Could question me.
Johnny O on Facebook says the Sun Valley Fox is handsome. Johnny on Facebook says Sun Valley Fox is optically satisfying.
Who said that?
None of your business.
Fuck those guys.
Fish and Tips.
Fish and Tips.
On TikTok.
Yeah. Fish and Tips on TikTok. Who's on TikTok?
What does 4 on the floor and there's room for more, 3 in the tree, and that's all she'll be mean?
Well, There's 4 on the floor is shifting, 3 on the tree is shifting, but that goes along. There was you added there's 4 on the floor, and there's room for more, 3 in the tree, and there was something about the In-N-Out burger sticker. In-N-Out
Urge.
Yeah, the In-N-Out Urge sticker. I can't think of how that went now. Shouldn't have been
Wow.
All right. I got something to say now. This is important. This is goddamn. This is geographical.
Everything tonight is
goddamn. It's geographical, and we got to get there from here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for some geography class with Gen X Talks. This is international problem solving. There's an issue. There's something to be brought up, and I got to do it. I don't want to do it, but I have to. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to this segment of the program, I think it's important that we find the truth. And everybody knows the truth is at the bottom of the glass. And how do we all know that? Because there's always some loudmouth asshole at the bar. And after he gets to the bottom of his glass, whether it's beer or whether it's hard alcohol, when he gets to the bottom, what does he do? He pounds it on the counter and begins spouting the truth. Well, let me tell you about government. Let me tell you about how the world is flat. Let me tell you we've never been to the moon. Why? The truth comes out when someone gets to the bottom of the glass. So obviously the truth must be at the bottom of the glass. You usually don't say that shit when their beer's half empty. No. So I think in all fairness, we should get to our own personal truth. Now, I don't want to drink this alcohol. I'm directly opposed to drinking this alcohol. But I'm willing to do it for you. I'm willing to do it for the show. Make sure that we get to the bottom of the glass and we get to the truth. Now, I'm going to drink and tell you lies, and you're going to drink and believe them. And if that becomes a very wonderful and loving symbiotic relationship, we're all going to get along famously. I'm drinking this one to you guys. Bottom of the glass. Bunch of extras. We're nothing all but a bunch of jabronis. Here we go.
All right. Really quick, Michael Dawson on YouTube is celebrating 33 months right there.
Closing in on his big green 3.
Mary Mastretta's at 35 months. Nightbot gifted 1 membership tonight. Thank you so very much. Big Al's 70s. Alston?
Big Al.
$9.99 from Big Al today on YouTube.
Big Al, baby, Big Al.
Yeah, they have a couple questions. Here's a comment from Susan Hart on Facebook. Says, my daddy has always taken care of his family, but he did it in tandem with my mom. They both did laundry, cleaned, planted the food, raised me and my brother. Maybe they were considered progressive. Guess I never found anyone to live up to the expectations my daddy and mama set.
Yeah, that's tough.
That's
good.
Awesome.
Good to say because you noticed it. So most kids don't, and you did. That's good.
For sure.
All right, we're done? Can I go back to the show now?
You may go.
All right. We have stuff to say here. This is important. There is a guy living in the United States.
Everyone has a guy.
On United States soil. You guys have sent me this link a bunch of times. I knew about it, didn't really think about it, but I knew you guys said it. All right. You want to talk about it? Let's get into it right now.
Uh-oh. There's
the
a guy?
Republic of Molossia.
Huh?
The Republic of Molossia, a country within the state of Nevada. Now, this guy has seceded from the Union. He's got 1.3 acres. He has seceded from the United States, and he has his own country inside the United States.
How's that possible?
I don't know. I never thought about doing that. This dude has his own country. It's a true story. Let me flip the page here. His name's Kevin Ba. I don't know. That's the dude's name. He's by his picture. He's a little bit too Omar Gaddafi for me. If I look at things, the Republic of Molossia is a micronation located in northwestern Nevada. Micronations small. Unrecognized countries, but his name is Kevin Bond. He's trying to push the deal now.
Hold on.
Yeah.
That man's wearing medals.
Yeah, I know. And a hat that looks like he...
No. What are the medals for? How many years he's been there?
I don't know. Maybe those are Boy Scout medals. I don't know where he got them from. I never met the guy. He claims sovereignty over 11.3 acres. Recognition is not recognized by any member states of the United States. No one recognizes his authority, but he still claims sovereignty. It's open to visitors. Check this out. I looked this up. 1 day a month. He opened it up to visitors, and you got to pay like $100 to go on this guy's property and talk to him. You need a visa. You got to pay $100 for your visa. Ordinary travelers do not need a visa, but visitors who want to film or take pictures need a media visa. And he uses the measurement system he uses in this Republic of Molossia uses the Kokin system, a unique system of measurement. I think it has something to do. He's like his monetary value is tied to some cookies, like vanilla Oreos or something, and the price of cookies goes up and down. That's how the value of his money. I don't know, some weird thing. Uses Roman numerals to indicate the number of years since the nation's founding in 1977. The founding was 1977 by Kevin Baugh and James Spielman. Celebrates holidays that may be unfamiliar to outsiders. Contributes an amount of foreign aid to the United States, equivalent to what he receives in taxes. So he doesn't call it paying his taxes. He calls it foreign aid contribution. I'll help out the United States. You guys look like you need a little something. My country will help you out with some foreign aid.
I want to text Elon and tell him to check into this foreign aid.
And this guy. So yeah, it's a serious thing here. There he is next to his nicely carved out sign. And his one that looks more like Patton or somebody of Molossia. That's his thing there in Nevada. And this is his town. He's got like his house. I didn't put his house in here. His headquarters is like a double wide mobile home. But he has, if you look really close, there's a bank and a post office and like a general store. And he's got the whole thing there. So he became independent. He seceded from the Union.
What's the population of this place?
Well, I looked that up, and one of his populations, they talks about like thousands.
One of the population?
Because there's different ones. One census thing says there's 2,944 people living on 11 acres, which is bullshit. The other one says it's 3. There's 3 people. Population.
I think the bottom of the glass nation needs to go visit this nation.
That's right. Molossia, population U. So he also apparently here there's a jail. He got an outdoor jail. I don't know what the crimes are there. If you don't get if he has a country and he can put you in jail and you're a foreigner. Do we have an embassy there? Can we get Trump to put an embassy?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
I'll go open up the embassy. I'm trying to help out here.
Interesting.
But the dude's pretty happy about his country. Look at this picture in front of his bulletin board. This reminds me of those bulletin boards where you go into a little city, and in the entrance into the city has Kiwanis, and it has the motor club all over, the little clubs that are there. And it's like when you enter his country, here's all the things that are part of his country, and I'm sure they're all him. Just pictures of this dude.
This guy is a little off.
He's got his shit there, and all the pictures on his website. They're all taken to the same place. He's like, if you're going to take a family photo, stand here. Almost every picture is in the exact same place, standing in some tower of beer cans that looks like a Burning Man robot. But he's got a website and everything. Here's the bad part. As if seceding from the United States wasn't the bad part. Here's the bad news, honey. And it's too late to change your mind now. He lives in Dayton.
No, he doesn't.
He lives in the town we're moving to. Look at that picture right there. We're the Blue Star, and he's maybe 3 miles from where we live. He's across the river.
I kind of want to go visit.
He's across the Mason-Dixon line. I'll give him that. That's what it looks like to me. He's across the Mason-Dixon line.
I'm sure Sun Valley Fox would go with us.
I'm surprised Sun Valley Fox doesn't know this motherfucker.
Well, he doesn't know, but he is texting something.
I'm just saying that this guy is in Dayton. He is in the town where we're moving, and he's already planted his flag.
He says it's close to your property, he said.
Yeah, I know that already, because if you do the crow flies, look at how close it is there.
Yeah, but we got a river between us.
We do. And a highway. This guy might be scared to cross the highway. But see, it's also the same. How does he come out of that country if he doesn't have a visa? Doesn't he need a visa to get into the United States?
Yeah.
Doesn't he need a visa to operate in our country?
He's an illegal alien if he comes.
If he does, I will fucking get ice on his ass right that second. Go ahead, boy. Step across that line. Me and Tom will wrap you up, and we'd have to throw him back though. It's just over his own fence. I don't know. I'm just saying that was a little disheartening to find out that he's that close. I mean, what happens if we want to go there and we do some shit like, what if we invade? What if I come in there, I tie him up, and I plant my own flag. Isn't that how wars are won?
I don't know. Trippy has a great idea. You should get an interview with him.
We should interview him. But I'm just talking now. Listen, what if I just went in there, tied him up, took down his flag, and put up my flag? Isn't that how wars used to be won?
That's an act of war, right?
But who's he going to complain to? Who's he going to complain to?
Does he have an army? Well, the way he's dressed, I mean.
But guess what? He can't call police. I'm sorry, you're a sovereign country. The police from Dayton can't come on your property to help you. Lyon County sheriffs can't come on your property to help you. We understand Gen X talks are a bunch of assholes, but you're a sovereign state. You got to fight this one out on your own. All of a sudden, the website changes, and I'm wearing the Gaddafi uniform, only I'm actually a general.
So Gaddafi, you do need a passport to go into his country.
Yeah, you have to sign a passport to go in there. You can come up and talk to him, but you can't step on there unless you have a visa to do his gig.
So are we charging tariffs to his country for all the U.S. merchandise that goes in there?
Well, we would only charge tariffs for stuff he sold to us.
Oh, yeah, he sold us.
Yeah, so I don't know.
I got it wrong.
Yeah, I don't know what the rules are here, but I'm kind of curious to see if I could do a hostile takeover. And when he back up, no, I'm just kidding. I'm part of the United States. Come help me. This guy, he took my house. He took my dog. He took over my country. I'm just kidding. I'm part of the United States. Or could I put him in that little jail cell and go, this is my country now, bitch, and you can call anybody you want. You're on sovereign soil. Nobody can come help you.
Christine Matlock goes, is there a Starbucks? I'd really like to see.
Of course, Christine Matlock, she's too bougie. She's like, well, I'll go there. Does their country have a Starbucks? Do they have sprinkly things? Is there shiny objects there? No, Christine, there's not. Okay? I'm just saying that was all fun and games until I realized he's right in our fucking backyard.
I think we should go visit.
Well, we can. All right. So where Now, here's the bad news. I don't know who this is. I don't know who this chick is, just a picture on his website. But I want you guys to be clear on something since we were showing you the distance in a relationship. This is that thing I told you that's got all the beer cans all over it, and this is there. Go stand and take your picture there. Everybody does. Do you see the dark hill right above her head? You see that? Come down that hill. Come forward down that hill like you're riding down the hill. When you get to the bottom, that's where our property is. That's how close we are to this dude. Yeah, I just thought I'd give you some perspective on that. That we're across the highway, across the river, but we're right fucking there, which is good for me because that is well within artillery range. That's close enough for artillery. Small arms, yes, I think I can get there from here. I don't know. We'll figure that out. I got the Sun Valley Fox on my side. He's a machinist, and I'm a mechanic. We can build anything. We can build some shit that will reach that. We can launch, if we wanted to launch water balloons that blew up with confetti and perfume, I'll bet with about half an hour we could hit that property.
He doesn't own his airspace.
He might.
How?
Well, if you're your own sovereign country, don't you own the shit above you and below you?
Only to a certain point.
And then what? We take over because we're a bigger country than him?
I don't know. That says Tower of the Winds.
Yeah, well, it's a pretty important place in the country of Molossia or whatever it is, Mos Eisley's. I don't know where he is. So letting you guys know that I don't know if this is going to be an ally or if we're going to have to lock horns.
I think our area where we are is much prettier than his.
Well, of course, and my wife's prettier than his, and my dog's more well-behaved than his. My in-laws are nicer than his. You have to say that. But what if he's watching? You just dished where he lives. You shouldn't do that. You might have created an act of war with another country right now by what you just said. Now I may have to go to war with the guy. Way to go, Jules. Way to put me out there. Fuck it. It's go time. Who wants to go with me? Let's go and invade.
There's lots of people that want to go.
Want to go and invade with me? Let's fucking do it. Let's get a flag, plant the flag. I'll bet his country's never been invaded before. That'd be a first. That'd make the news, wouldn't it?
I don't know. That'll be very interesting. I think we need to go visit.
Well, I just thought I'd bring it up to you right there. So that's an important part of it.
You got to find out what he drinks and, bring it. Yeah. Put him in the woodshed and show him you mean business.
Is there an import tax if we bring him something to drink?
Customs.
Yeah, he's got his own customs.
That's what the Sun Valley Fox said.
What's that?
Put him in the woodshed and show him you mean business.
No shit. We'll bring the woodshed and put him in and go, fucker, you don't fuck around over here. You're going in the woodshed.
There's a lot of people here that said they'd go with you.
That would be so fun to make that an event and just show up and just storm the castle.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. You know what we could do? We could take motorcycle straps, the click, click, click ones, and go all the way around his double-wide mobile home and just lock all the doors, take down the flag off his roof, put up our own flag, call the newspaper and camera crews ahead of time. They come out.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, they come out and they film, like CNN, being on the shore when the Marines come up.
Call Chris Cuomo.
Call Chris Cuomo. Say,
He's
look,
your
Chris,
bud.
I'm going to invade another country. You want you in? He go, fuck yeah, man, let's go.
He'll film it for you.
And he can cover it. And that'd be a scoop and a half.
There you go.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. So, anything else between the sheets we need to discuss?
Yes, we do.
I'm ready.
John Morgan is celebrating 23 months on YouTube. Does he wear a 6-shooter like Patton? Gem Hits wants to know.
I don't know. Gaddafi had a sidearm too. I don't know. I'd have to look and see.
Jeff sent a heart over on TikTok. Thank you for the gift over on TikTok.
Thanks, Jeff, and TikTok.
Watching. Jeremy Underhill, $5. I see a Gen X Talks compound in the future.
Gen X Talks compound. That's right. We're on opposite sides of the river. We could revive something like the Hatfields and the McCoys. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, if you're scratching your head saying Hatfields and McCoys, what are you talking about? You need to leave. You're way too young to be part of this live stream. If you don't know what the Hatfields and McCoys are, I need you to turn off your computer and get the fuck out of here. You can go look it up on your phone, and then you can come back when you know what the Hatfields and McCoys are. Then you can sit at the little kid table for the duration of the show. That's the rule.
Johnny O on Facebook is saying, bring some banana sauce to him.
What if he likes it? What if he likes it? He becomes part of the banana sauce union. Now I'm fighting a two-front war. And you know how that went for Hitler. No, thank you.
Craig Stevens on Facebook says, I got combat boots. I'm down.
Yeah, you know what's going to happen? Dr. Shadowlight's going to mail him some banana sauce and go, get ready. Get ready. You need to have this stuff on the front porch when the general shows up.
Disney Kid says, let's go, General. The bottom of the Glass Nation is ready.
Man, can you imagine rolling up there with like 700 people all from the bottom of the Glass Nation? We all got flags and stickers and magnets and shit. Oh, that'd be so much fun to do.
We got a couple questions. One from TikTok from Patrick Clash.
Patrick, what's up,
I guess he missed your show last night. There wasn't on TikTok. No. Honest thoughts about Doge.
Yeah, we did a very in-depth thing, 45 minutes solid, just talking about that with charts and graphs. And we couldn't do it on TikTok because you get banned when you talk like that on there. But it's on YouTube and it's on X. If you want to go watch that and just scroll through the stuff, it was the World Show Doge edition, but it just came out yesterday. But you can watch the replay on that. Not very long, but we got right to the point and opened some stuff up. Yeah.
Star Roberts on YouTube is asking, ICE is arresting Native Americans on the reservation. Anyone else see the reports?
I haven't seen that. I've heard. That's what I keep seeing. Everyone's telling me about it, but when I go looking, I don't actually see it happening.
Yeah.
And it would be wrong if they did that, because they don't have proof of being part of the United States. They're not. They have their own gig going on. Leave them alone. That should be one of the last groups they fuck with. It's like, why are you even on the reservation? If there's illegal immigrants on the reservation, they'll handle it. Maybe they want them there. Leave them there. If they don't want them, they'll push them across the fence and say, here you go, ICE, here they are. Just leave them alone.
Right. Scott Royston, although I've definitely been here for many years since the beginning, it's been a joy. Love you, Gen X Talks, Handsome General, Mama X, and Briggs.
You, Scott.
Thank you.
Appreciate you, my man. Scott's a staple around here. Scott's been around a long fucking time.
Rumble is checking in tonight from Reza, 1965. Serious question.
All right, I'm ready.
Is deep state, shadow government, dark money, thieves too big to dismantle, dissolve, asking for a friend?
Maybe. If they are successful, and it's kind of a 50-50, the punch and counterpunch right now with Elon and what they're doing. They're exposing it, but they're trying to shut him down as fast as they can. Oh, they're claiming it's privacy issues, and they went on from privacy. Okay, so it's personal privacy issues. You might get people's personal information in U.S. aid. All right, well, he moved on to Pentagon shit. He moved on to FEMA shit. He moved on to other areas where there's not a lot of personal information. Well, now it's classified. Now you're getting into classified information. Now we're going to try to shut you down with that. Which, just so you guys know, Trump can give security clearance to anybody he wants to at any time. There is zero congressional oversight on a president saying you can go look into that if you want to. So. But back to your question, it's punch and counterpunch. They're looking into shit and finding just huge amounts of stuff that's pissing us off, and they're trying to block him at every turn. But there's so many different avenues for Trump to go at this that I don't think they can keep up with the lawsuits. Plus, by the time they get a judge to sign something, which is days if not a week into it, how much has Elon and his team already found? But I don't know. See, dismantling it isn't. Everyone says, "Oh, look what Elon's doing." No, he does not have the authority right now to actually pull the trigger and order anybody to do anything. He can say, "This is bullshit. It needs to stop." Trump says to the guy, "Yeah, stop that," and Elon goes, "See, stop it." But it still has to go through the president. It has to. So you just don't want to stop people from looking. Anybody who is against Elon and his team looking, they're part of the problem. They are who I consider an enemy of the state. Is it too big? I don't know. I'm surprised they haven't taken a shot at Elon or Trump again. I'm surprised. I pray to God every night that they don't do it. But at this level of money, it wouldn't surprise me if they shot 9 or 10 people all in one night.
Don't you think the Democrats, where they're at, the ones that are crying wolf right now and why wouldn't they just shut up and not? It's kind of ruining their.
But the consequences if they get caught are worse than their reputation.
Well, then they should have thought of that when they started the whole thing.
Welcome to every criminal in America for any reason. Should have thought of it first. Well, right now they will do anything to not let this happen. Anything.
They're kind of destroying their party with this little attitude.
Oh, they're in shambles, and it's getting worse every day.
Do you think? I have a question. I'm just rattling because these are coming up. Do you think the Democrat Party could be dismantled because of this? Like, do you think it could be maybe restructured?
Here's how this is going to go, in my opinion, and I've been around the sun 57 laps.
Okay.
I have seen some stuff in this country. It's very easy to look back in through history and see the ebb and the flow. You see the pendulum swinging the other way back and forth with movements and things. If Trump in the first year is successful at building that wall, at shutting down the border, which he's done, the border crossings are almost down to zero. If he exposes the corruption and links it to people.
Yeah.
Or even if he says, $1 trillion over this last 3 years went out into U.S. aid and such, and we can't prove how many companies it went to and how it filtered back to the Democrats, we're just going to ask you guys, trillions went out, and how did you become so rich? On a senator's salary? Could we know that, please? That is being tried in the court of public opinion. If he's successful at that, if he can do all these other big things and also crush them with that, I think Trump goes for a solid 4 years. I think J.D. Vance goes for 8 more. I think it'd be like Reagan winning 8 and George H.W. winning 4. We had 8 years in a row, and I think they'd see it again. I think the Democratic Party is going to be, because the only thing they're doing right now is the same thing they always do. Democracy is at stake. Constitutional crisis. The sky is falling. I'm the boy who cried wolf. Nazis. Dictatorship. It's the same thing. Yeah. They always say. They did that on steroids and lost the election.
Well, Elon said today that he wants to figure out why a senator's salary is making millions. He already said it. Right. He called it out today from the Oval Office.
Okay, so back up. The same playbook of Nazi dictatorship, constitutional crisis, the whole world's falling apart. How can good Americans stand by and Trump got elected? And they're doing the exact same thing again? Do you think anybody's shocked? Do you think when they get out there,
ever.
When they get out there and they say something like, "This is the worst thing I've ever seen," nobody cares. Nobody stops and goes, "Oh my God, what are you talking about? Wait. What's the worst thing you've ever seen? Schumer, what is it? What's going on? Hold on, what is so bad? He's talking treason. He's talking the end of civilization. What is it, Chuck?" No one's doing that because they've done it so often. Nobody listens anymore. And they're doing the same thing every day. Bad Elon, bad Trump. No one cares. Just fucking do it. They're making some progress. We're learning some stuff. Nobody gives a shit. And like I told you, on TikTok and Reels, on Instagram, you go through it. Look how many people are quitting the Democratic Party, just going, "I'm done. I'm done with this shit. I'm going a different direction."
All right.
What else was there?
Graham Gordon, $2.79. I'll type Alberta and not provincial next time. Thank you, Graham Gordon. That's it.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's it. Is there nothing else you wanted to add to tonight's show?
Nope. I'm good.
I was thinking.
Oh, man. That's what I was.
Going to the bathroom and going over to Discord. If they let me, last time I was chiming in with stuff, but they were letting me work on the Shopify account, and I was sharing with them designs and things. Hey, we made this shirt, we made this cup, we made this stuff, and I was listening to people talk, and I could chime in every now and then. But it was a pretty good group on Discord, like a video chat, like a Zoom call. And everybody was kind of leaving me alone.
You got to explain what Discord is to the other channels. Well, Discord is a bunch of
chat rooms. All of you guys out there, the Gen X Talks has a Discord server, and it's just chat rooms for old people. There's one on politics. There's one on food. There's one on hobbies and cars. There's there's one on memes and stuff. There's for videos, and everybody bounces around. It's low pressure, low key. Nobody really gets any fights over there about anything. And there's a couple video rooms, and sometimes I'll chime in there. I'll turn on my camera. I'll turn off my mic, and I can listen to you guys, and I got work to do, but if there's an interesting conversation, I'll jump in. As long as there's not 50 people in the room going, general, I'm trying to do something here. The last group we had was really fucking pretty cool. We talk about stuff, and I'd raise my hand if I agreed, or I'd give them a little thumbs up, or I'd turn on my mic and add to it, but I kept working. I was on there for like an hour and a half or 2 hours, so moderators can put up the link to Discord on all the platforms. You guys want to join, you just got to sign in with your email. It doesn't cost anything, but it's a good place to hang out. You can scroll through all the old chat rooms, that's where old people hang out, just the good old stuff, and it's a lot of fun to do it, but now you know that. Sun Valley Fox is excluded. We haven't figured out a way. We have no stone tablet room yet. We've been working on that. We understand, the 10 Commandments, stone tablets. It's a little tough. Okay. We're working on that. If we get a stone tablet room, he's more than welcome to join in. Until then, he has to sit outside. He can just rub two sticks together and try to make fire. Other than that, we're doing the best we can. We're not being insensitive. It's just hard on us to go backwards that far with technology. Now you know what I know, which ain't much.
Understood. All right.
Are we good to go?
We are good to go.
Well, say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. Not sure where you're participating from around the planet. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you tuned in on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember, in life, there's two things to remember. Number one, wherever you go, well, there you are. And number two, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out, baby.